Hey everybody, in this video I'm going to go over my schedule, what I do every day as a content creator. A lot of you made comments on this last video that I did right here. I got over 90 comments, and one of the ones that came up over and over again was about what do I do as a content creator? What do I do day to day? What's my schedule day to day? So I'm going to share with you that in this video, as well as something new that I'm doing with ChatGPT to help me keep motivated. So every day is a little bit different, but every morning I have a routine that I do that kind of gets me started. So the first thing I do is go to my computer. I get up about 5 a.m. I have an alarm and I get up at 5 a.m. I usually sleep in a little bit, so I don't get up later than 5:30. So somewhere between 5 and 5:30, I get up and I check my numbers. So the first thing I check is my Amazon numbers. How much did I sell today, and what were my royalties today? And then I go and check what did I spend on Amazon ads, and I write those numbers down, the amount that I made yesterday and how much I spend. Just kind of keep me in check that I'm not spending too much on ads and that I'm making enough to cover it. And I write those down as motivation to help me, like, I did this yesterday, I'm going to keep doing this. The next thing I do is I go to YouTube and I kind of do the same thing. I look up what I made in AdSense for the month. So I keep track of that number as well, and my subscriber count to see if that's going up or down or slowing down or whatever. So the reason I keep track of these two major ones is because these are the two biggest ones that affect my profit for the month. The POD side with Amazon, I do more than just Amazon, but that's by far the biggest one, Amazon Merch on Demand. And YouTube is another big pillar of my profit. So both of those can have a big effect on what I'm making a month, and kind of gauges me of what I'm doing for as a content creator, as well as like how is it going. So I can see, like, if there's a dip on Amazon, for example, like I'm making a lot less than what I did before, I'm gonna have to put a lot more focus on that to get that number up. Same thing with YouTube. Now I write these down on a calendar. I'll share with you the calendar that I have, this one right here. And every day this calendar can be found on Amazon as well. I'll put a link down there if you want to use the same one, but you can do it on a piece of paper. It doesn't matter what you use. I just like this one just because it has the lines, and I've been using it for a while, and it's just a nice fit on my desk. So if you want to follow along and do that, I think you can keep track of whatever numbers you want. Just I think reasons I do this is, one, again, for motivation, and two, to just keep track of where I'm in. So after doing that, the next thing that I do is I go to YouTube and look at all the comments that were made, and I make sure that I answer all the comments. So if you notice on YouTube, every comment on every post, on every video post has been answered. Usually. Sometimes it slips through and YouTube doesn't tell me that it hasn't been answered, but I go there and it usually lists out all the ones that need a reply, and I reply to all of them. It's just a good way to give back to the community that's been supporting me on YouTube, and I think that's great. A lot of you have great questions, and this is how I came up with this video, by the way, is all the comments that people have been saying, can I see your schedule? Can I see your schedule? So this is a direct answer from one of your comments. So if you have any other ideas for videos, put that in the comments. I read every single comment every morning. Make sure that I go through it, and throughout the day I go through it and answer it like an email. Next thing I do is actually go through my email and try and keep that down. I don't have it at 0 emails. I still probably have like 30 or so, but I have a goal to have 0 emails in there, because emails can kind of distract you, and a lot of the times it's junk, so I have to make sure that I tag it as junk and all of that. Now after that, I like to go outside, get some sun, stay out there maybe for 30 minutes or so. Just make sure that by this time it's around 7 o'clock and the sun's out, and I can do some things, listen to a podcast, some music, or listen to a YouTube video while I'm doing some yard work, just some light yard work that needs to be done, but mainly to get some sunlight and take a break. Now after that is where the day changes. So depending on what we need to do, shopping, or depending on my numbers, do I need to upload more, or do I need to do another video? That's how my day changes. But I've been using ChatGPT to help me kind of gauge what I need to do. So I've been using ChatGPT this month to kind of gamify what I'm doing online. So I'm going to share that with you. I made a point system with ChatGPT just to let it know these things are more important than these other things, and then kind of keep track at the end of the day or at the beginning of the next day. I say what I did, and it gives me some points. It just really helps. So here are the points. I'm going to put it up here, and then we can go over it together. This kind of can give you an idea of what I do each day and how important I think these are for each thing. So first thing, I have content creation, since I'm a content creator. Short form video, I giving myself 15 points for doing this, a short form video. I think this is great because it can get me a lot more views and engagement and stuff, and it's not as hard to do a short form video as a long form video. So I gave it less points than a long form video, which is getting 35 points here. Upload to a community post, I'm giving myself 3 points for each one of those. And then Instagram posts and Instagram posts 3 points each, X posts or Twitter posts 1 point each. Now the reason I give those a lot lower is because those don't directly affect my profit. So I'm really trying to maximize for profit and getting those things. And YouTube videos, I get paid to do that, and short-term videos, I get paid to do that, and that's why the long form is more than the short form. But I don't get paid to do Instagram posts or X posts. They're nice, and they can help me get some link clicks and affiliate clicks and things like that, but they're not as important. I'm trying to use Instagram and X to drive more traffic to my YouTube and to my print-on-demand stuff, and mainly YouTube. If you go to my X video or my X profile, you'll see that I've changed it to kind of direct people more towards YouTube, and I think that's going to really help. Getting back on the list here, adding a link to those posts, you see I'm getting one more point, so I can put affiliate links in any of those posts. Mainly on X, I do that, and sometimes I get some link clicks, and sometimes that gets me some affiliate sales. Facebook group posts, I get 3 points for that. I do have a Facebook group, so I need to actively be on there, and I'm giving myself some points to do that. Okay, so next thing, that's all content creation. The next thing is engagement and communication. Answering all YouTube comments, like I said, I do every morning. It takes some time, so I'm giving myself some points. Now, you don't have to follow these points. I just made these randomly just to give myself some motivation and gamify the things that I'm doing. Here's respond to important business emails, 2 points. A lot of times emails are junk, but if it is an important email, it can take some time to answer that and write up a response or reply. So I'm giving myself 2 points for those. Achieves inbox 0, 3 points. That should be a lot higher because that's never going to happen. I have like 30 emails on there, so maybe I'll change that in the future. Participate in podcast live stream. Yeah, so I'm going to be doing those in the future. I do POD consoles every once in a while, every month, so I'm giving myself points for that because that takes time to do, and that also can help me with profit on YouTube. Appear on a YouTube live, even though I'm not the host. Again, that's more like the pod console, but you can see how they're both kind of almost the same. Meet with a client, business partner, or YouTuber in person or on the phone or Zoom. That takes time too, and time out of my day, so I'm giving myself some points for that meeting as well. It doesn't happen very often, but when it does take an hour or so out of the day, so I need to get some points for that, right? If I'm seeing what I'm doing the day is important. So product uploads, upload one product to your Shopify store or any POD platform. I'm giving myself 2 points each for each upload, each product upload, and I capped it so that I just don't spend the whole day doing that. I want to make sure that I'm doing some other things besides uploads. And bulk upload bonus, I'm doing this mainly for Amazon, is for every 1,000 products, and it can go pretty fast. I'm giving myself 5 more points. So I may adjust these points, the upload points, higher because I think that can be more important. That can definitely influence my profit for the year. Lastly on here is adjust, launch Amazon merch on demand ads. So that can take some time, kind of adjusting the ads, putting things for ads, some ASINs on ads, and kind of watching that. and creating new designs for POD 2 points each. So of course I need some time to create designs that I'm going to upload, and that can take some time too. So giving myself points for that. Now this isn't a perfect system that I have here. I just started on August 1st, and I thought, can I use ChatGPT to help me get motivated and design and kind of track what I'm doing throughout the day and see if I'm doing the important stuff. Now, when you're doing yours, you can ask ChatGPT to make your own gaming system and keep track of your things if you have that, or you can just, follow this and give yourself a tally. I think any way that's helpful for you to kind of make sure that you're doing the right things and keep motivated, because a lot of times we have so many distractions on the internet that I could go on X or wherever and just keep scrolling, like they say, doom scrolling, and just keep watching shorts or doing whatever, and really get distracted and not do anything. So this is a way for me to not get distracted and kind of see if I can beat yesterday, or see if I can do enough work to make it profitable and keep on task. Because without a schedule, which I don't have, I need something else. I know a lot of you have a schedule, like this time block is for this and this time block is for that, and that's great, but that really doesn't work for me because of the way the day happens. Like sometimes we need to go out and go shopping, sometimes we need to do this, sometimes I want to go to the movies into the middle of the day or go to lunch or whatever. So I'm trying to be a little more flexible and kind of track what I'm doing throughout the day by using these points system. And I don't know how well it's going to be so far this week. It's been great, and of course it may need adjusting, but that's pretty much my day. Is I'm mainly trying to upload designs, create designs, and upload designs to Amazon and other POD sites, but it's mainly been Amazon. I'm taking a break on some of the other POD sites like Redbubble and TeePublic, just kind of let them go more passively and see what happens there. I am building up my Shopify store. I'm putting ads there and getting a lot of help with Chris from WeScale and Chris Heckman, and he's helping me a lot. And so I've been getting some sales there. It's slow moving, but my goal is to make sure that by Q4 my Shopify store is ready to get a lot more sales. And I am starting a little bit on Etsy right now. So a lot of moving parts, a lot of things on the print on demand side, but I would say my main focus is Amazon, because that's the biggest one right now. That's the one that's getting the most profit right now. And as far as the YouTube side, I'm trying again to make a lot more videos. I noticed that if you saw my last video that I did, I noticed my views are going down, so I'm trying to get more videos out to get my views up and help you all in the process as well. So keep those comments coming. Let me know what you want to hear on this channel, and hopefully make more videos throughout this month and more shorts to help you with your print-on-demand site or whatever you're doing with content creation. If you're doing videos or print on demand or where you're selling, let me know that in the comments. What can I do to help you? I would love to do that in the next video. Thanks again for watching. Hopefully this video was really helpful for you, and that you can kind of see my schedule is kind of fluid, and but I try to get a lot of work done during the week. And that's it for this video, and as always, keep creating and keep learning. I'll see you on the next one.